Do you know Hollywood superstars couple, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie? They are very famous for their smash hit movies, including a movie that I want to recommend to you. Probably many people have also seen it. It is about an assassin couple, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Have you heard the title of this movie yet? If you haven't seen it, let's watch together. For those who have already seen it, please enjoy this romantic action movie again. 6 years ago, John and Jane met at a restaurant. A charming boy and a sexy girl. They flirted each other through eyes. Just a first look brought them to marriage. Interestingly, they always concealed their true identities. John told his wife that he was a contractor, and Jane told her husband that she was an accountant. In fact, both are top assassins in the two organizations, one of which is each other's enemy. When receiving a task, both of them tried to lie, avoided the other knowing anything. But normally, they all showed their gentle personality. Therefore, the marriage was equal, and their happiness lasted for a long time. Until one day, both people received the task of killing the same person. A couple slept in the same bed, now fought over the prey, chased each other. One gave working excuse, the other was to visit the mother. Then they brought their own belongings to the place to do their duty. Whoever completing the task first would be awarded. Jane arrived first, equipped and waited for the target's appearance. But she found nothing about the prey. Just saw the other assassin. It couldn't be a slip betwixt cup and the lip. Jane used her K-98 to hit him. But quickly, he stood up unsteadily. It turned out the killer wearing this bulletproof vest was John. Coincidentally, they were very far away, unable to see each other clearly. John didn't let her be either. He took the rocket gun and shot it where Jane was standing. At this time, the bombs installed by Jane began to explode violently. All around was dust. Both had just escaped from death and began to doubt each other. Just arriving at the company, they went to investigate the opponent. As a result, just after investigation, they immediately lost their temper. In common rule, those who gets the upper hand must be killed. Hence, a good relationship they were keeping suddenly broke, making both of them extremely baffled. John walked around the house with a gun. Jane drove away. John chased and accidentally shot Jane. After that, the surroundings became quiet. Jane did not hesitate to press the gas pedal to hit John. It was filled with rising anger. They could not accept the fact that both they were assassins and finding way to kill each other. They went to find their best friends to drink alcohol and share the sadness. Romance blinded people. Their friends both said they should kill the other. But as husband and wife, who can kill the partner? The next day, Jane led a colleague to inspect her home. The old nest was gone. Her heart was painful. John came home and realized his belongings be confiscated by his wife. He immediately attacked Jane's base. Unfortunately, he was stuck at the elevator. Jane saw it, and immediately ordered it to explode. Women are still women. Seeing her lover dying in her hands made a cold-blooded and emotionless person like Jane bursting into tears. When she was holding a glass of wine, John suddenly stood behind and poured her wine. It turned out John soon knew his wife's plan. They scheduled to go home to duel. Although when their house was a mess, they still cannot forget their feelings for each other. They did. The hatred disappeared. They started over. Having a good time together, they met assassins to revenge for not completing the task. A couple both ran away in the rain of bombs and bullets. Then, they decided to work together to complete the previous disappointing task. When finding the target, they realized he was just a chessman. Their two organizations had discovered their marriage and took advantage of that task to kill each other by themselves. Until then, they knew they were just tools. Tracing to GPS, the assassins of the two organizations went to kill the Janes. The couple dealt with all killers together. Later, indeed, the assassins couldn't escape from death, making the surroundings become quiet with Jane and John. Since then, the Smiths have become living legends and had a happy life.